Alright, so this is from my group member. Sorry, I do not remember your name. But from the Assassin's Creed Shadows fans um, group that I am a part of, I just wanted to kind of showcase a little bit of stealth gameplay. I'm actually on my way to do something completely different, but I noticed there was a bunch of guards stationed in this place, so I'm like, what do they have to hide? So I'm gonna kind of take a look around and showcase a little bit of stealth gameplay for you. Kind of let you see what you can kind of do. And once you get the shuriken and stuff too, like taking out these little things, you can switch over to the shuriken instead of the kunai. Destroy those. That just makes it darker. I mean, I know it's a little bit lighter right now. It's not as super dark as it can be, but definitely makes it a little bit better. Makes it easier to sneak up on these guys because they cannot see you when you are in the shadows. Unless they're like right up on you, of course. But kind of allows you to sneak around. Another good thing too is like if it gets really dark for you, stay crouched. That's where you get the silhouette of her. Is when you're crouched. If you stand, she doesn't have that. It goes away. So if it gets really dark for you and stuff like that, you can crouch. Allows you to see your character better. I also have, I believe I have my brightness settings set up to 7, um, which kind of just lets me see a little bit better. Kept the contrast at 5, because contrast will also make the dark spots darker. Um, so, kind of allows you to see a little bit better, maneuver. Staying crouched will give you that outline of white around her, letting you see her a little better as you're sneaking around. Um, and also, if you are trying to locate where enemies are, using your eagle vision by pushing in the right stick will allow you to do that, and then using your observe by holding, well, whatever your contextual thing would be for your observing, and which is what you would, you know, normally use to kind of set up if you're going to throw a shuriken, smoke bomb, whatever. You just hold that and then kind of look around. You can tag people. I know you probably know that, but I'm just giving the heads up on the in case, and this is for anybody that needs to, kind of learn a few things and just kind of get into how things work. So, I think of this as kind of a tutorial video of stealth gameplay with Miss. Okay, so now I do not think my kunai would kill them. It might piss them off though. Oh, it did. Nice. Beautiful. Alright. I've also got a few skills now in, obviously. Believe I am like level 17, yeah. So I have quicker climbing, a few things like that. Some stealth stuff that just kind of helps me. Oh, that guy straight up like took off. Oh, now he's realizing he's got dead buddies.
I know you're out there. Go!
Um, I like to use the rush assassinations and sprinting and stuff like that. Grabbing enemies also is a really good thing because then you can drag them over to areas. I also have the upgrade where you can assassinate in this. Because normally you grab and it just gives you the option to do a knockout. You can upgrade in your assassination thing once you have the knowledges to be able to do an assassination right away when you grab. So I will drag them to a spot and I will assassinate them. That's not a threat to me. Okay. Even if he was, he wouldn't have lasted. Alright. It's just killing Frost getting cocky. Okay. Alright, everybody. Let's keep going. Alright. Let's see here. How do I want to go about this? So,
Something's up. Life is all about taking
so you can use Shuriken on these guys.
Face me.
It's an effective way to actually kind of just slam them with a bunch of stuff. And it allows you to kind of just kind of keep them off balance. I will use that. So there are bigger brute enemies that initially, until you get a little further in your knowledges, which I haven't got there yet, bigger brute characters, some of them you cannot immediately take down with assassinations. I think they're called heavy enemies. And you'll know them. They're usually the ones that have like the clubs and stuff. They're considered a different archetype of enemy, and you could not immediately take them out with an assassination until later. And then basically that'll be just increase what your damage on your hidden blade does to health segments and stuff like that, and eventually you'll be able to take them out in one hit as long as you are either really close to you or same level or above the opponent. So, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's see.
I have to stay low.
So, I don't know if there's anything in here I would quite like to get. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna extinguish this. So yeah, you can extinguish these, and then there's also other things that you can. Some of them you can't, though, and that's kind of annoying to me. But I haven't tried like destroying them. Okay, yeah, see that didn't work. And make sure when you throw things, if you know where they landed, or if you hit enemies with like shurikens and stuff, run up to their bodies and over their bodies. Your character will automatically collect whatever you threw and struck someone with. So, very useful.
Why would
Also,
someone break me?
I kind of did a bad kind of rendition there. I apologize on that, but so damage-wise, they are a level above me. Like I said, I am 17. They are 18, roughly. I've seen a couple of 19 levels in here. So one of the biggest things, too, is when you throw things at, like, certain, like, not those lanterns. Those are different. But there's, like, ones that are more kind of, like, rectangular kind of shaped. You can destroy those little torch things that they had there, the little braziers. You can actually throw shurikens at those and stuff and destroy them. If there are guards near them, it will distract them. They will go and investigate. They will look and be like, well, what happened, kind of thing, and try and figure out what happened. And so sometimes it's a good thing to use because you can get them to turn their back on you. And when you do so, that gives you the opportunity to, well, stab them in it. So it gives you the opportunity to kind of take enemies out more stealthily. One thing that I really like about this game is that you can use a lot of different things to manipulate the situation and take out your opponent, which is really, really useful. So, anyways, after that guy turns back. I do not use the Tanto, which allows you with a skill to take out more than one opponent as a double assassination. Uh, or the Tanto Blade, excuse
What
me, I
is
said that
going with?
incorrectly. I apologize. You do. I don't know if that changes with skills later, but initially, yes. When you get to the double assassination, you have to be using the Tanto Blade. So, just for your information on that, in case you are wondering why, when you have this skill, you can't. If you read the skill when you unlock it, you have to use the Tanto Blade, because she uses them together to assassinate the opponent. So, and then there's other things. Eventually, with the Kusarigama, you can do a long-range assassinate when you get the skill. You can do the screen, stabbing of the opponent through the screen with your katana. Different things. There's different forms of assassinations with the different weapons, which is really nice. It makes it to where you can kind of go about things differently. It gives you kind of different options with how you want to deal with people, which I always appreciate. Oh yeah, and if that's something you haven't tried yet, like doing your dodge button by edges of things, like the tops of roofs, as long as you're like decently close to the ground. If you're too high up, she'll catch herself, and then you have to climb down. But you can do like flips off of things. You can do backflips off stuff. I've even seen people in gameplay where they have gone on the viewpoint stuff where it hangs over like the hay bales and stuff, and you can actually do backflip versions of the Leap of Faith.
I heard something.
I haven't tried it yet. I want to. But I have done backflips off stuff where she does kind of like a back handspring style.
Fate favors me.
Oh, he caught me. Oh, this is going to be a fight. Oh, he's level 19. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Hang on. Oh, he called backup. Oh, you dick. No. Alright, we're going to switch up here. Okay. So switching to the Kusarigama, this really helps with breaking armor of opponents. And then I also have a thing where when I do the charge up now as a skill, I can actually entangle and sometimes wrap it around their throat and pull them around. It makes it really useful at different moments and stuff. Oh, that really hurt. Okay, hang on. So he keeps calling back up. I really need to take him out. I died, guys. So that can happen. So really, the biggest thing is I was just a situation where I was dealing with someone that was a couple of levels above me. Now you can set up your character eventually where you can deal so much damage that dealing with people a level or two above you will be a thing that you can do. Right now, my biggest thing is like I'm kind of going for like basically like armor destruction is what I'm doing. That's kind of my build right now. So let's see where it puts us. Okay, episode is back in here. Alright, so not too bad. Let's see exactly kind of where, on which side we were on. Okay. I can't remember exactly where I was on. So that's another thing too. That guy's sleeping. When you see that icon, that means they're either sleeping, like on duty, like that, or that can also mean you've knocked someone out when you see that icon. So like the servants and stuff. Take that out. One thing too, I can show you just real fast, is when you're carrying bodies, if you are crouched, you'll be much slower, which, I mean, if you think about it, carrying a body in a crouched position would be really, really stressful on your legs. So, tap your crouch button, stand up, you will move much faster, and then you can just dump them wherever you wish to do so. So, standing up will help in that situation, but I understand at times staying crouched will be more prudent. I believe Yasuke probably is a little bit quicker with carrying because he's a bigger guy, he's got a little more strength, whereas Naoe, she's more of the nimble lynx, if you know what I mean. So she's meant to be more of just the quick get in, slash the crap out of them with her weapons, and then hope she survives. I'm doing it all nice and quiet, you know? So, alright. So here we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm gonna sit and wait, because he's gonna cycle back. He's gonna go look first at his dead friend. And then I'm gonna throw a kunai in the back of this guy's dome. I'm gonna run up on this guy. And he's gone. So that's one of the biggest things that I've noticed. I mean, I still have times where I, mess up. I could do better. It's improving upon what you know from previous games. Taking skills and things from those, but pushing it further because there are mechanics in this one to where enemies will be a little more spot on realizing what you're doing. Because they can, like I said, see your shadows. If there is, light that can cast your shadow on a wall in front of them, they will know you're coming. They will see you. They can stop you from taking them out.
Where'd that come from?
Where'd that come from? I don't know, man.
Go away before I get angry.
Oh, no. Whatever we would do. Get my kunai back. Right to you. Alright. So he may just be to where he's not level 19 this time. Or is it just a different guy? Okay. Well, hang on. This guy may just be too strong. Oh, no. Because he's level 18 now instead of 19. I wonder if that was just situational or what. I don't know why he would be a weaker level now. Like, but that's fine. We will take it. Makes it easy. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know like what's here. I see that there's like a few things here. I'm sure this is kind of like considered like a regular stronghold, so I'm sure it probably has a lot of the typical stuff. Different chests and stuff to find. So yeah, that's another thing too, is like if you're tagging, you want to be in your Eagle Vision to be able to tag, because it won't always let you unless they are like directly like in your line of sight, because you're trying to tag through walls and stuff. So using your Eagle Vision will allow you to do that, so you can kind of keep track of where people are around you, and hopefully not get snuck up on. Because there are other shinobi, and even Ronin, who will use stealth tactics against you. They will hide in bushes and other things like that, and if you're not spot on and using your senses and stuff at different moments, you can be caught off guard. I've had times where on the road, oh my gosh, I went right past this person. I've had times where I, you know, like right there, you know, I didn't even notice this person. I was, you know, so focused on the other one that, for whatever reason. But they weren't in the room, because I would have seen their thing initially, but they came in and apparently just thought that they were going to chill. Oh yes, another thing too, for stealth reasons, yes, you can do the knockouts on the servants, and I understand the people that wish to go about it like that, but here's my counter-argument, and why I don't, and you may call me callous if you wish. The reason I don't, and I do the assassinations on them, is not to be cruel, it is because they can be woke up. If you knock them out and guards find them by running into them, even if you hid them or whatever, if they happen to be, you know, searching for you and they go through the bushes and they find their body unconscious, they will wake them up. And then they become a problem again because they can go report you to guards and stuff like that if they see something again. Because even if they find dead people, they will go report it to the guards. So I just eliminate them. It makes it easier. It makes your movements through these places much simpler. And kind of just allows you to move a little more freely, because it's just one less person to have to kind of deal with and try and navigate around. So that's my argument. Take it or leave it. Oh. I don't know why they stood up like that. That was weird. Oh, here's the guy that I was fighting. For anybody that says you cannot fight with Naue, yeah, you keep saying that, pals. Naue, if you set her up right, man, she can be brutal.
My ears are sharp.
And, I definitely say, like, go and challenge yourself. Like, go into areas, I mean, that are, like, you know, have enemies, like, a level or two above you, and go in, because, one, you're just gonna get more experience getting through it. And even if you do end up dying, just keep going back in. You know what I mean? Give it another try. Because you're still gonna get that experience. You don't lose that. And so it's kind of a cool thing, and it's a good way to kind of build upon yourself and get better both in combat and in stealth, because fighting enemies that are like that, they're going to be harder to take down, especially if you directly like are involved in combat with them. It kind of makes you have to be a little bit more basically tactical in how you kind of go about it. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that was a servant that was spotting me. So it's just, it kind of makes you have to think a little bit more. And when you're in combat, you know,
I had something.
just kind of dealing with things a little bit differently. Yes, I know. I hear y'all now in my comments. But, anyways. I'm gonna go find out what this is right here. I see a gold icon. I'm kind of curious. I try and collect what I can, because right now I'm focusing on trying to just build up my stuff in my hideout, which just further improves everything for you, especially once you get the dojo. I have Yaya currently. I don't have anyone else. else. Right now, I just have Yao Yao. Because I've been doing a lot of just other exploration, just trying to find things, collect as much as I can for materials and things that I need. So, alright, this guy's totally gonna get a run takedown. I love that. It's probably one of the coolest assassinations I've seen in a Creed game, man. Like, I think one of the only people that rivals some of her takedowns would probably be Arno from Unity. Because I used to love his running assassination where he would, like, run, slide, and he'd trip him with his arm and then stab him with his hidden blade. I loved that assassination. But her little jump on their back, stab them, and then roll off of them, that's pretty dope. I have to say, that's probably one of the coolest ones. I did see a really, like, interesting... I don't know, and I guess it was, you would say, like, animation for a takedown, and I've only ever seen it once. I came at a guy, he was a samurai that was just in, like, I'm sorry if this is an improper word, I want to say it's a kimono for men too. If I'm wrong, someone please correct me. But, anyways, he was in a room, I took down a servant, and I stepped on these floors that you can actually, like, see with your eagle vision. They have, like, these nails that are kind of bent under it at like a certain angle. Well, those basically they increase the sound when you step on them, so it creaks. So they know when they're being like snuck up on if you're not being really slow and sneaky. And I made too much sound. The guy alerted, and I caught him right at the last second before he fully alerted and pulled his sword. And she slashed his throat with her hidden blade. Well, he, like, fell to his hands and knees, his blood just, like, dripping all over the floor in a puddle, and then he progressively got weaker until he just dropped prone on the floor and was dead. I was like, that was the most brutal, like, assassination. And the whole time he's, like, choking and gagging on his blood. I was like, dude, that was something else, man. Like, you see that shit in movies, but this was fucking... I was like, dang, Ubisoft, I appreciate the awesomeness that you bring to this. Like, because it just makes you feel like you're in this rugged territory. Like, you are this, you know, shinobi that's just lethal, you know? And, like, doing that kind of a finisher on someone, I was just like, man, I feel like I'm in it, you know? Like, it was just so cold-blooded. I was like, damn. Alright. Let's see here. Plotting, thinking. Smoke bombs are really useful on certain samurai. But always switch back to your kunai or your shuriken. Well, I'm not going to tell you to do that, but I do it, I will say, because I have the skill where you can quick throw. So you have the one where you can use, you know, this and that kind of aim, and then, like, you know, use your R2 to throw. Well, there's also the quick throw, which you hold, you know, whatever your normal thing is to where right before you would, you know, use the other contextual button to throw. But instead, for me, on PlayStation 5, it is you use R1, and anybody that's closest to you in a fight, they will, like, quick throw at. And so it's really useful in a battle. You kind of saw me use it earlier on one of the samurai that was kind of armorless. I just kind of quick throw them. It kind of throws them off balance and allows me to either get in with the katana, or I can just, or whatever weapon I'm using, or I can just finish them off with that at different times. Because if they have less armor, your kunai and your shuriken can do more damage. Okay, so this guy looks like he's facing me. Oh yeah, he's gonna be of shenanigans. Alright, so let's see. Switch out here. And go for more of a. Yeah, let's get it. Come on. So that's that grab I was talking about. This is also really good when you use the strong attack and she swings like that. It's a really good way to take down armor on them. That should finish him off. Oh no, not quite. He's tough. When they're these big guys, they're usually elites. So, oh, don't you run away from me, man. There we go. Yeah. Alright. And, yeah, this is a customized blade. I've mixed matched parts to make a custom katana for myself. I liked the serration on the top of the blade of the katana, and then the other design pieces I kind of just put together. I kind of just feel like it makes it more personal, makes it feel like it's kind of like something that was personally forged, you know, for her, even though that's not how it was in the game, but, you know. I like to pretend, okay? Alright, so. There we go. I just want to talk with you. Let's step into my office, yeah? Oh crap. The stairs.
Nice try.
Oh, really? Oh no. Yeah, that was probably because he already knew I was there, so that's alright. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Alright. I'll give it to you. You got me. Oh, dang. Okay.
Animal.
That was just a timing. Certain characters like Son of the Samurai, especially Shinobi, Ronin, their time frames for your parries are a lot quicker. So that was just my poor timing on parrying. So I usually will just dodge, but. Alright, let's see where it put us. Oh, alright, back over here. So the reason that didn't work is because I drug him and he knew I was there. If I had just immediately stabbed him, which I can do if I go like this.
I'll cut you in
Oh,
half.
what the heck? Alright, I don't know what happened there, that was weird. Basically, when it comes to doing that kind of stuff and everything like that, if you get interrupted while trying to drag someone, and then they break away from you, yeah, even if it says you can assassinate, probably like 99% of the time you won't be able to successfully do it because they will know you are there. If they are aware of your presence, you will not be able to successfully kill them that way. Unless you have the much later skill where your assassinations can't be interrupted. Then you can, of course. But that'll be much later down the road with your knowledge ranks and everything like that. Hi. So. Oh. Hi. I didn't know you were there. See, I can be caught off guard. It does.
Just surrender.
So the reason he dropped like that is because I believe I have a status effect on my Kusarigama. Yes. Or no, I don't on this one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was on my other one. I had another one initially that it had a poison buildup. And poison in this is really crazy. If you are someone that likes poison builds, I highly suggest it in this one. Because in this game, poison builds will, when they get sick from it, they will actually at times, like, they will stop and they will vomit. Like, it basically debilitates them, like, for a short moment because they are, like, throwing up. And then, like, it gives you just that open window to just, like, slash the crap out of them with your weaponry. So, it's really, really fun thing. I've used it a little bit, like I said, with the Kusarigama. Very fun. I also had a bleed build on one of my katanas for a while. I do not now. I am going for just, like, destroying armor now, is really what I'm doing. Because there's so many, like, samurai with, like, you know, full kitted out armor. So it's like, you gotta break through that to be able to even start hacking away at their, you know, health bar. Sorry, I know, you're just brooming, but now you're dead. And now I'm making a bigger mess because you're gonna bleed all over the ground. And I love this outfit because it has the shuriken and the kunai on, like, her arms, and then she's also got, I believe, kunai on her chest. Yep, there they are. Really cool. I can show it just in this. As you can see, yeah. See, there's the kunai on her chest, then she's got him on her left arm, and then she's got shuriken on her right. Very cool. I love the outfit. It's also nice too because with assassinations, if you are near another enemy, as long as she has the available ones, she will throw a kunai at another enemy. So very, very nice. Oh,
Almost.
almost, he says. What? Yeah.
One less obstacle in my path.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too, in case you don't know. Like, after you finished off a final opponent or whatever in a situation, or even if it's just a single opponent and you finish them, if you put away your weapon right after you finish them, she will say a statement like that every time. Never underestimate an Egon or whatever it happens to be. Sometimes she mentions her father and says, he taught her well, things like that. But she uses the Chichue, instead of saying father. Iga, of course, being her home, making her Egon. I sense the eye rolls from people watching. Going, we know. Yeah, maybe there hasn't been, maybe someone hasn't played and just wants to see some play. That was me before I got my copy of this, I was watching others play it just to, kind of get a feel for it and know what it was really like. And I really liked what I saw, and it really made me want to get my hands on a copy. I pre-ordered it. I've been loving it since. I'm like, I believe I'm 20 some hours into this now. And I'm super happy with it. I can't stop giving this game praise. Like, it is. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Okay, these guys just don't die. That just means that at some point I gotta respect to do more, well, basically just, what I can do to health segments and stuff like that, because that's really what determines if they're bred like that and you can't hurt them with it. Like, I'm doing some damage. Oh, is he a team? Of course he is. That just. And take this blade. They say that she can't scrap. I know. I said this was going to be stealth gameplay. Sometimes that shit happens, though. You think you got someone, you try and go in, and stuff happens. But hey. Alright, let's see. Oh yes, I also suggest, too, as a really, really, really good idea, to, there is a thing, for your hideout, for your scouts. Upgrade to where it only takes one scout per smuggling resources, because then you'll have, depending on how many scouts you have available to you, either 4 or 5 available things that you can smuggle back to your hideout to use for materials, and those will go for however long until you are essentially, you know, stockpiled with materials. It's a really good idea. Oh, there's a dice show. Ooh. That means legendary gear. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that doesn't. Oh, that's for Yasuke. Wait, that's a level 21. Oh boy, no. No. Not yet. Oh boy, no. I don't even have Yasuke available to me right now. I have yet to get through Act 1, which is where you actually get, like, Naoe gets introduced to him and they team up. I haven't got to that point. I've been just exploring, and so far I've been just doing that with Naoe because, well, she's the one that you initially get, so I've been just kind of going around collecting things and having fun doing so. Not to say that I won't be, going ham wild later with, you know... So that's the quick throw. Just spamming shuriken and fucking kunai into that guy. Holy shit, that was crazy. Alright. Yeah, no. It's, like I said, man, there's so much that you can just, you know, do and just get in. I've yet to see a Daisho inside before. Oh, okay. That'll make the, you know, taking him out a little interesting. Alright, how many were there? I didn't actually look. Okay, so there's 3 of them. So I see 2. Oh wait, I just saw something on the map I need to unlock. Oh, and definitely when you see these pop up, um, unlock them because you can refill your materials and stuff. You can fast travel through those points. There's contracts in there. It gives you a lot of different things, and it's a good way to gain experience too, using those because you get anywhere from like 1,000 to 1,500 experience a piece on those contracts usually. So really good way to kind of just boost yourself, level a little faster if you need to, and just get out.
You, that's yours. Go now. Ready yourself.
Normally, okay, yeah. Normally, say he was a level 20. I was surprised I did even that much damage to his armor, but I mean, I have a pretty good armor destruction, setup. But he's a level 20, so he's like 3 levels above me. Anyways. Alright. Well, I'll show a little more later, guys, but I just wanted to kind of show a basic thing. Hope you enjoy.